Hey everyone. Hey Capricorn. We have a lot to cover. We are going to be talking about the Virgo new moon in this message because we are still under that energy. We are approaching the full moon in Pisces, which will be an eclipse, and I also wanted to do more readings for September. So just kind of, keep a lookout for your readings, because I'm going to try to do back-to-back readings as best I can to get all of these readings done before Libra season hits, okay? For those of you who are looking for a personal reading from me, if your energy resonates with me, I have my email in the description box below. I am still currently working on an Etsy website for myself for artwork, merch, and readings as well. So we're going to go ahead and jump into it. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, please check your Moon and or Rising placements for deeper resonance. And I am reading for both sidereal and Western astrological charts, okay? Capricorn, ancestors of light, messengers of light. What messages do we have for Capricorn for the Virgo new moon that passed? You have responsibility. I don't know if you guys can really see that. Sorry if it's a little bit blurry. I don't know why everything is blurry for some reason. There we go. But you have the card of responsibility, Capricorn, card number 24, direction east, color yellow, and it says close to the heart. So there is something here, Capricorn, that you seem to, under this Virgo moon so far, even like before September hit. Happy September, by the way. Where it's like there's something that you just can't really escape. There's something that is very close to your heart, something that you do hold space for emotionally. Could be romantically, could be with your family, could be with a friend, it could be with a love of a project or a job or a career. It seems that this is something that you can't just run away from. If you do have like this fight or flight type of energy right now, but this card also talks about connecting with other people, for sure. Relationships. So Capricorn, when it comes to your relationships of any kind, it doesn't matter. Whoever you're interacting with, and whoever you have interacted with under this Virgo moon up until now, there is just this harmony there. Almost like a dance that you are creating with these people or with this person. It doesn't have to be romantic. It can be. Can be. Whatever relationship that you have on your mind right now. And even some relationships that are not necessarily on your mind. These are people that you do spend quite a bit of time with. These are people that you do think about, you pray for. When you think about them, you do have good thoughts about them, or maybe some concerns about them. Be careful of how you respond to this person or to these people when it comes to your relationships, because even if you disagree with someone and you guys don't see eye to eye, this is a time to have compassion. This is a time to be open to what they have to say, but not to the point where you're taking it in. Like, you can take it in, but in your relationships, it's not the time to take it in and then get triggered by it and take it seriously or take it personally. It's more of, okay, they said what they said. They're probably going through a rough time. You know, they'll be fine within the next couple days, whatever, right? And you have a legacy. Yeah. So there is something here regarding parents. There is something here regarding children. family, but also when it comes to like the human species, the human race, us as humans, this entire planet is a family of different people. Who exist in their own way. We are all connected. We are all one biome. We all affect each other in certain ways. So this is a time where you might feel, maybe you've been feeling as if, you know, that person doesn't like me, or that person looked at me the wrong way, or that person didn't say hello to me when I said hello to them, whatever. Guess what? It's nothing. If it's something personal, it's not on you, right? This is not the time to really take things personal. Free yourself from that. Free yourself from what someone else may be thinking about you, right? It doesn't really matter, really, in the long run. They may be, you know, you may be dealing with some people at work. Maybe they're just having a bad day or a bad week or a bad month. Maybe this entire year has just been kind of shite, right? Given the retrogrades and eclipses that we have experienced. But I'm just really getting the sense there is no need to take things so personal, take things so seriously, Capricorn, because we have an eclipse coming up. Mercury's retrograde just passed. Saturn is in Pisces, I believe. It's still in retrograde. There is a lot happening cosmically. There is a lot happening energetically. Frequencies are being turned up and down, right? People are feeling unstable, insecure, what have you. And maybe you are too. There's just like a lot of bad mixes of energy happening within people at this time. And the best thing to do is not take it personal. Okay. It can be difficult not to take it personal. Some of you, a lot of emotional triggers that you may be experiencing do stem from your parents and their emotional triggers. Maybe there are some wounds, mother-father wounds that need to be healed there within yourself, so that way you can free yourself of, you know, these thoughts, these emotions that are just kind of keeping you stuck on another person's thoughts or potential thoughts about you. Oh, we have the Seven of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, so again, nothing personal. You don't need to, even if there is someone here who is kind of making it about them, right? That doesn't necessarily mean that you have to make it about you. I mean, it doesn't, no, that's not what I'm trying to say. You don't need to make it about them attacking you personally. If they're making it about themselves, okay, cool, whatever. That's their life. That is, in that moment, it is your time to just kind of pull yourself back into yourself and be like, okay, I'm just going to take care of me. I'm just going to take care of me. Whatever they're going through, that's what they're going through. If you care about this person enough, you know, just give them some space, give them some time to just, you know, level out, you know, give them some space to calm down, to take a chill pill. If you care enough about that person, you know, this can be somebody at work where you're just like, you know, it doesn't have to be someone near and dear to your heart necessarily, but if you do care about this person, just give them some space and, you know, save space for them, hold space for them to talk. Even if it is about you. Like, let's just say that they're, you know, you may be dealing with somebody who has something going on inside of them that pertains to you, and, you know, maybe they may not say it in a tactful way. Again, let it roll off, Capricorn. Seriously. I don't think anybody at this time is really saying what they mean. They're just saying what they feel, and emotions can be so volatile. Emotions can be so chaotic, and emotions can be so dramatic and childish at times. Like, it's happened to me too. Like, it's happened to all of us. You know, where someone says something and you're just like, what the hell? Like, I don't deserve that. I don't deserve that type of treatment. I don't deserve to be talked to like that. But also remember, Capricorn, not everybody is cognizant and self-aware of the things that they say and how they're feeling. So they may say some things that will, you know, is very disrespectful without really meaning it, right? But that doesn't mean, you know, is that okay? No, it's not okay. But in this time, during the Virgo full moon, new moon, I'm sorry. We'll get to the full moon in your other reading. As of now, as we're still in Virgo season, even if when we hit the full moon, like, just be careful. Friendship. We have the 3 of water. Yeah. So focus on your money. Focus on your business. Focus on your job. Focus on your career. Focus on your health. Focus on your own body. Because whenever I see pentacles here, like, I don't just see money, I see the body. I also see mental health. You needing to protect your body, making sure that you are eating foods that are uplifting your body's frequency and energy, elevating you, not bringing you down. And that can be very difficult, okay? Like, I'm drinking lemon water after a really rough week last week of eating foods that I shouldn't have been eating. But hey, you know, especially when you're a feminine and you're on your period, that's hard, right? It's hard. It can be hard sometimes. Yeah, 4 of Pentacles. Emotional control with the King of Cups. So this is really a good time to have compassion, to control your emotions. Do not allow someone else's emotions to trigger you into an explosion. Don't allow someone else to trigger an explosion. And neither should you trigger someone else exploding during this time. So like I said, focus on your money, okay? Focus on your job. Focus on indulging in some things that make you feel happy, right? If you have the money to do it, then do it, right? Or save the money if you want to do, if there's something that you really want to do for yourself, you know, plan a getaway, plan a vacation, what have you, save the money to do so, right? You have the key to create more positive cycles. Capricorn, Virgo is showing you, Virgo season and the Virgo new moon has been showing you and all of us that we have control over what our future has for us. You know, we have the key to our own success. Life should not control us. We can give control, right? Some people don't realize that they're just allowing life to control them instead of controlling their lives. So in any instance where someone is trying to maybe manipulate you, emotionally manipulate you, or maybe whether it's intentionally or not, or unintentionally, you have, in that moment of disrespect or emotional explosion, whatever, emotional manipulation, to just say, okay, this seems like it's a really tough situation for you. I am more than happy to talk it out with you. Respectfully, calmly, I'm more than willing to hear you out, you know, as long as you're also willing to hear me out, so that we can squash this and move on. So, or, you know, not just, some of you is just to squash it, others of you is to grow from it and understand how not to repeat those patterns of behavior within your relationships with other people. And if there are people who really don't want to grow from it, they just want to complain and they just want you to feel just as bad as they do, just walk away. You know, just let them be. You know, let the cosmos deal with them. Let the gods deal with them, right? Let's go ahead and clarify the 7 of fire, the 7 of wands here, because this is, you know, the 7 of wands is showing me that you are on the defense here. You are on the defense, Capricorn, which rightfully so. Yes, you are on the defense. You have the Knight of Swords here. That's Gemini. Yes, this is definitely feeling the need to say something and to defend yourself. Absolutely defend yourself. If someone is saying something that is not true about you, sullying your name, your image, yeah, say something. Yeah, you have the Queen of Swords. Set boundaries. Absolutely. Respectfully. Just, this is not, there's no need to fly off the handle, because there is something inside of you. There is some type of instinct that you have, Capricorn, about somebody and what they're saying about you or about other people. And you're like, I am not going to stand for this behavior. I'm not going to stand for someone disrespecting me. Don't. Absolutely not. Don't stand for that. Don't tolerate it. However, when you deliver the information to this person, or when you deliver this information, you know, maybe it's at work and maybe you need to go to HR, or you need to go to a supervisor and just say, hey, you know, I'm not trying to cause any type of animosity, but I really just need this to stop. Or I really need this coworker or this individual to have some respect, right? Things will turn around. We have death here. Things will turn around. You know, the animosity, the weirdness, it will end. But you do have to set really hard boundaries, Capricorn, respectfully. Okay. Be careful of how you deliver that information, because if you're flying off the handle and you're in explosive mode, you're in this Leo Aries type of energy, this fire energy, it can be a little bit more stressful than it has to be. Let's go ahead and clarify the Ace of Pentacles for you guys. Ace of Pentacles, Capricorn, for Capricorn ancestors. What is the Ace of Pentacles here for Capricorn? Because that is you, Capricorn. That's a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Four of Coins, Four of Staves. So you have the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Wands, clarifying the Ace of Earth. Yeah. Just focus on your own creativity. Focus on your own safety within your body, within your mind. I'm also getting, this is a good time to stay home. You know, maybe if you're being invited somewhere and you're just not feeling it, you don't need to go. Maybe this might be a good time for you to just really indulge in the fruits of your labor, to really maybe just stay home, maybe have a house party or something, or just have some friends or family member come by. I'm just getting this sense of comfort, you know, like this could be a celebration of some kind, I don't know, at home, could be a birthday. But I'm just getting, this is a good time to really enjoy your own financial security, or to begin to create financial security so that you can feel at peace with yourself and not have to deal with these people. So if it's like friendships or family members, or I don't know, there's something about your health, getting outside as well by yourself, feeling at home within yourself enough to where you're like, you know, I'm okay. I don't need to hang out with these people. I don't need to go visit my family right now. There's just a lot going on, and your health really depends on you setting some hard boundaries here when it comes to your home. Maybe not having too many people come over to visit, but just being very picky with the people who come over to visit you, being very picky with the people that whose phone calls and text messages you answer. I just get the sense that when you're at home, in your own home, and even this, it doesn't even have to be like in your home, literally, it can just be in your hometown where you live, just kind of enjoying going down the street, going grocery shopping, going to a nice little bar, doing some, you know, luxury shopping, you know, whatever that luxury is for you. You know, it just seems that there is a lot going on with your health, Capricorn, that your soul is asking you, and Virgo is asking you, just pull yourself back and take inventory of what's going on inside of you. Because we have the Ace of Coins at the bottom of the deck. Again, focus on your money. Focus on your money. Focus on your financial well-being. Let's clarify the Nine of Earth. The Nine of Pentacles. This is all about your independence, standing on your own. I'm also saying the Nine of Pentacles is someone who's, you know, they're okay with saying no. Yeah, you're okay with saying no. Also just kind of pulling yourself out of conflict. with the Five of Wands. So if there are people who actually want to get together and talk things through, fine. That's fine. Stand your ground, stand on your own 2 feet, and, you know, be confident in what you know and what you believe about the situation if there is a conflict, right? But if there are people who are willing to sit down and talk it through and just, you know, say their piece and they allow you to say your piece, that's fine. That's great communication. But if this is an instance where someone is trying to fight with you and cause a fight and they're just trying to create an explosion and a whirlwind of emotions, no, get yourself out of that. Walk away and say, nope, that is your problem. When you calm down, we will talk about this. Until then, we're not talking about this right now. That's what I'm getting. This could be someone that you're married to. It could be someone that, yeah. This is the Hierophant or the Heavenly Master. So yeah, you're definitely being protected. You're being looked after, and your ancestors, your creator is, for those of you who may be religious or you're very spiritual and you really do work with cosmic or just deities, divinity, or a cosmic being, they are guiding you, Capricorn, to take the necessary steps to bring balance to your life, to bring balance to this situation. This is not the time for you to really choose sides, really. I don't think that you need to choose sides. You need to kind of just pull yourself out of conflict. Be on the side of peace, right? We have the Three of Water, or the Three of Cups here. Let's see what the Three of Cups is here for. So I do get that some of you guys, this is, you know, somebody that you are engaged to, or someone that you are married to. This could be your husband or your wife. This could be your parents, okay? It's just gonna be some, maybe there is some type of job that you have that's like connected to the traditional aspects of your family. Maybe there's a lot of people who have that same job as you have. Maybe your ancestors had, you know, there are a couple ancestors, or maybe your grandparents or your parents have a job that you have. I don't know, but there's something here about family, about legacy, things being passed down that need to be healed. But others of you, I'm seeing that when it comes to your friends, when it comes to your romantic partnerships, when it comes to your co-workers, it's just really important to make sure that you are not involving yourself in any conflict, especially unnecessary conflict. And if you do kind of find yourself there, just be like, okay, I gotta go. This doesn't look like it's going to end well. So just make sure you keep your eyes open. Pay attention to your environments when it comes to emotions. So if you see that someone is not having a good day and they don't want to be spoken to, don't talk to them. Ancestors, clarify the Three of Cups for Capricorn, for the Virgo new moon energy. Yeah, if there's someone who is trying to talk to you, but they're, you know, and they're not really coming at you respectfully, I would say open yourself to the conversation, but just lay down that boundary of, I'm not going to fight with you and I'm not going to be attacked. Just kind of set the tone for that person. If there's someone who is really upset with you for some reason, or they, I don't know, they're bringing some kind of animosity to your doorstep, really set those rules down for them and help them to understand that I'm more than willing to talk about this, but I'm not. Yeah, you have the Ten of Cups. So when it comes to your friendships, they're going to be healed. They're blessed. You're fine. You don't need to worry about anything. But the toxicity is going to end. If there is someone who is toxic in your life and you really don't want them to be your friend anymore, or you don't want to talk to them anymore, the universe is going to make sure that that runs smoothly for you. But it's going to be blessed. We have the World card. I also get the sense, Capricorn, that if someone is trying to kind of poo-poo on you and make you look bad at work or in your family, I get the sense that someone, or from the cosmos, or a friend or a family member, is going to stand up for you and say, no, like, Capricorn is not in the wrong here. This other person is, right? So I get the sense that your name is going to be cleared if it's being a little bit muddied right now and dirtied up. But yeah, set the rules down. Yeah, we have the King of Swords. So you may have somebody who may stand up and put somebody in their place alongside you and really make someone feel embarrassed for their behavior. This could be a supervisor that you may need to talk to. This could be a family member who is very strict and, you know, they don't really show bias. They're just very, you know, they just make sense. But I just get that you need to set the tone and the rules down, Capricorn. You do not need to allow anybody to speak to you in any type of way, to come at you in a certain way. Make sure that they understand, okay, we can, if, as long as we're willing to squash this and to grow from this, then I'm more than willing to talk. But if this is just a situation where they just want you to feel hurt the way they feel hurt, that's not productive. Okay? Free yourself from any relationship that is trying to force you to conform to their misery. This is about growth here, right? If you're trying to grow within a company and there's someone who is trying to block you in some way for whatever reason from being promoted or from growing in the company, I really do get the sense that you need to set boundaries and, you know, make it very clear to management or to someone, HR, and let them know, I don't know, say it in your own way, but kind of have that conversation. Put this person on blast, but in a respectful way. You don't have to blow it up. They might blow it up, but you don't have to be the person to indulge in that, okay? But if this is a family situation, a romantic situation, please pull your energy away if they are not showing that they're willing to grow with, you know, and have a conversation where you guys can grow from it and come to an understanding and an agreement moving forward. Just pull yourself back and give them the space that they need to face themselves. Because the more you yell, the more you talk, the more you argue, the more smoke, more fire, and the more smoke you are creating, and no one is going to see clearly. No one is going to know anyone's intentions because there's too much smoke and fire. So pull yourself out, give your, you know, take a breath, take a breather. We're going to pull a couple of oracle messages for you guys, Capricorn, for your last messages. You have life purpose. Yeah, so focus on your life purpose. Focus on, you have Amazonite. It says, I am fully aligned to and living my life purpose. So what have you chosen to be your life purpose, Capricorn? What have you chosen, you know? Yes, I believe that our souls have a purpose and we were born with a purpose, but there's also a choice in that as well. We have a say-so. So you need to just kind of focus on what you have set forth for yourself in your life. You have a responsibility to that. So if there's anybody who's trying to block you, some of you guys might actually be supervisors and managers and you guys are put into a leadership position. So that makes it even more, you know, crucial for you to make sure you keep your head on straight. You have success, orpiment. I am successful in all that I do. Keep that successful mindset, Capricorn. And then we have agate, like I was saying earlier. Healthy body, it says. Every little cell in my body is happy and healthy. So in order to really put your best foot forward here, Capricorn, take care of your body. Stay hydrated, right? Get your nutrients. But also make sure you're pulling your energy away from anyone who is causing too much, just unnecessary stress and strain on you, mentally, emotionally, and maybe even physically. So just bear that in mind, okay, you guys? All right, guys, much love and light to all of you. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Bye, guys.